when we're talking about males versus females. So I'm ready to get into sex now, and the fact that somebody has the whole society addicted to having sex and making it seem that it's something that we're supposed to do. Again, I say to you, this is for mature people, those who want to grow. If you don't want to grow, this is not the channel for you. Change the TV. So somebody has convinced us from an early age, this whole notion about a woman need to be with a man, and a man need to be with a woman, and they need to have sex, they need to have children, they need to have... Okay, earlier I said this. I said, when you put something in your body, if it's natural to your body will not reject it, okay? Now, I'm just telling you what my research is showing, and some of y'all are going to be very upset in these things I'm about to say. So I'm giving you a warning right now. I'm ready to tell you some things. You're not going to be able to unhear them, and they might upset you because they're going to go against everything this backward society has been telling you. But I'm going to tell you what my research shows, and then I want you to go and do your own research. Do not believe a word that I say. I'm telling you what my research has shown. I'm letting you know that we have been lied to about so many things in this society. We're doing things that go against ourselves spiritually, because we have no knowledge of self and who we are. And again, if you don't like it, if you don't like what I'm about to say, you can bite these nuts. These nuts right here, all natural, roasted, salty nuts. Bite these nuts. Find the link in the bio. So we have been told, and I need y'all to understand, from a young age, you will see situations whereby they're showing young children sex. They are putting sex into our words and images subliminally. They're doing anything they can do to make you want to have sex. This is an addiction. The same way they put all kind of foods up on your screen. They're constantly showing ba-da-ba-ba-ba, and they're showing you all these other things that are making you want to crave these different whatever. They're putting it in your face. Why? Because when you indulge in these things, once again, you further remove yourself from spirit. You are further removing yourself from spirit when you partake in certain things. So let me talk about this. I'm speaking to my women now. Brothers, I love you. I want you to listen, pay attention, because I got something for you too. Women, what you need to understand and recognize is that you have a contract, a set of DNA that you have not even tapped into. And you have not tapped into it because you have no knowledge of self. So when we're talking about these two X chromosomes women have, and how men have an XY chromosome, well, what is this Y chromosome over here? This Y chromosome is a derivative of an X chromosome. What I'm saying is, it used to be an X. All males used to be females. You came from the feminine. Brothers, what I'm saying to you is, there is the two X chromosomes in a woman and the XY chromosome in a male. That Y chromosome used to be an X. And what happened is that because of when the spiritual entity enters into that vessel that's being created inside of a woman, there's a check that goes on that I'm not going into here, because you think I'm getting cut off now. Well, I don't want to talk about that. But there's something spiritual that goes on inside of the woman whereby that X chromosome is degraded. And I'm going to use that term for now so that you understand what I'm saying, because it has a loss of 1,300 genes. So now you got this Y chromosome that only has 100 genes in it because it was degraded. And brothers, this is not a diss to you. I'm just telling you what science shows, and you can go and look this up for yourself. The X chromosome versus the Y chromosome. Look it up, okay? Do some research on that. But women, you still have your full X. But what's the difference between the one full X that you have and his Y chromosome, well, your X is fully dormant. You have it, but you don't have access to it. You got access to one of these X's over here, but that other X, oh, that thing is dormant. Why? Because of the way your mother got pregnant, because of the way your mother procreated. That other X chromosome was turned off. And I need y'all to understand something. That other X chromosomes possesses powers. And I mean real serious powers, like X-Men powers. Why y'all think they call it X-Men when X always represents the woman? Why do you think they call it X-Men when X always represents the feminine? They're talking about your supernatural powers. And they're making it out to be like it's some entertainment when they're telling you in your face who you are. You're just not picking it up. X always represents the feminine. So when they're talking about X-Men, they're talking about men, the feminine. When you tap into your powers, this is your ability to speak without moving your lips, to move things with your mind, to procreate on your own, to levitate, to teleport. Y'all thought those X-Men powers was just entertainment. That's fun things to watch. That's you. When you tapped in to that other X chromosome that is dormant, why do y'all think when women don't have sex or they stay away from a male, they start talking about, oh, she's strong. or she too much man for him. That's a woman who's tapped into that other X chromosome. That's what it is. And so what I'm saying to you is that other X chromosome is a muscle. It's a muscle. Can you tap into a muscle when you're constantly hanging on to a crutch? I'm going to ask this question again, and I want somebody to answer me in the comment section. Can you tap into a muscle when you're constantly holding on to a crutch? No. Okay. Because somebody going, but what you talking about? Deep tap to a muscle? Because the man and the woman, they separated and that's not how that happened. That's another lie y'all been told. And I'm ready to break that down too. But let me get into a muscle. Because some of y'all remember, we used to do complicated math in our head. We used to be able to do complicated math right up here. But somebody invented a calculator. And now some of y'all don't know 9 times 6. Much less 29 times 26. Somebody asked you to do that in your head, you have a fit, the calculator. Without it, we lost. Some of y'all used to know before cell phones came about. You knew everybody's phone number by heart. You knew grandmama and them number. You knew your mama's number. You knew mama work number. You knew your best friend number. You knew your cousin them number. You knew numbers in your head. Today, if you know more than 2 numbers by heart, you're doing very well because the cell phone has come into play and we don't have to use this anymore. So once again, I go back to that other X chromosome that's dormant. Yeah, it's a muscle and you can't tap into it when you keep procreating in this way.